Love yourself first. Her body's screaming, I want you, but you keep missing it. This signals reveal exactly when she's attracted. Miss number 4, and you'll regret it forever. Watch it till the end or stay clueless. 1. Let's get real about attraction. Your body is telling stories your mouth would never dare to say out loud. Every single day, people are broadcasting their romantic interest through micro expressions, subtle gestures, and body positioning that most folks completely miss. Here's the kicker: research shows that over 70% of human communication is nonverbal, which means the real conversation about attraction isn't happening with words at all. When someone is genuinely attracted to you, their body enters this fascinating state of subconscious signaling that they can't fake or hide, no matter how cool they're trying to play it. Think about the last time you felt butterflies around someone. Your pupils dilated, your heart raced, and your body unconsciously leaned toward them like a magnet. These are random reactions. They're hardwired biological responses that have been helping humans find mates for thousands of years. The amazing part, once you learn to read these signals, you'll never second guess someone's interest again. You'll walk into any social situation with the confidence of someone who can literally see attraction happening in real time. No more wondering, does she like me or is she into me? You'll just know because their body will be screaming it at you in a language you finally understand. 2. The eyes don't just reveal attraction, they absolutely broadcast it like a neon sign in Vegas. When someone is genuinely into you, their eye contact patterns become noticeably different from how they look at everyone else. We're talking about prolonged gazes that last just a second or two longer than normal, creating that electric moment of connection that sends shivers down your spine. But here's what most people don't know: it's not just about how long they look at you, it's about where they look and when they look away. Someone who's attracted will hold your gaze, then look down or to the side and never up. That's dissonance, and their eyes will naturally drift back to you even when you're not talking. This is called gaze tracking, and it's one of the most reliable indicators of romantic interest in all of psychology. Pay attention to pupil dilation too. When we see someone we're attracted to, our pupils can expand up to 45% larger than normal, even in bright lighting where they should be contracting. This is completely involuntary and impossible to fake. Another dead giveaway: the triangular gaze pattern, where their eyes move from your eyes to your lips and back again. This lip-looking behavior is their subconscious mind literally imagining kissing you, and it happens so fast most people don't even realize that they're doing it. Quick, if this is making sense, smash that like button right now so you don't lose this video. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Trust me, your love life depends on what's coming next. Don't scroll past this. 3. Now let's talk about proximity and personal space, because this is where attraction gets physical in the most subtle way possible. Every human being has an invisible bubble around them called their intimate zone, typically about 80 inches from their body, and we guard this space fiercely from strangers and acquaintances. But when attraction enters the picture, that boundary dissolves like sugar in hot coffee. Someone who's into you'll consistently find reasons to enter your personal space, and more importantly, they'll stay there even when there's plenty of room to back up. Watch what happens in a crowded room. Attracted people will angle their bodies toward each other and maintain close proximity even when the crowd sends out and there's no logical reason to stand so close anymore. This says their subconscious mind is screaming, I wanna be near you, without saying a single word. The truly fascinating part is the closing distance behavior, where they'll gradually move closer during your conversation, testing your boundaries and seeing if you reciprocate by maintaining the closeness or creating distance. If you're both leaning in, reducing the gap between you with each laugh and story. Congratulations, there's serious mutual attraction happening. Another pro tip: notice if they create reasons for accidental touching, like brushing against your arm, touching your shoulder while laughing, or finding excuses to hand you things. These aren't accidents, they're strategic moves to break the touch barrier and gauge your response. 5. Mirroring is hands down one of the most powerful and overlooked signs of attraction. And once you spot that, you'll see it everywhere. Here's the psychology. When we're genuinely interested in someone and feel connected to them, our brains unconsciously start copying their body language, gestures, speech patterns, and even breathing rhythms. It's called the chameleon effect, and it's our primitive brain's way of saying we're alike, we're compatible, we're on the same wavelengths. Start paying attention to this in your next conversation with someone you suspect might be interested. If you lean back, do they lean back a few seconds later? If you cross your legs, do they mirror that position? If you pick up your drink, do they reach for theirs? This synchronized behavior creates a subconscious bond and is actually one of the ways our bodies build rapport without our conscious mind even knowing it's happening. The beautiful thing about mirroring is that it works both ways. If you want to create attraction or deepen connection, you can intentionally mirror someone's body language and watch how quickly they start feeling more comfortable and connected to you. But here's the key: genuine attraction mirroring is subtle and delayed by a few seconds. If someone is robotically copying your every move immediately, that's either conscious manipulation or they're extremely nervous around you. Real attraction mirroring flows naturally and unconsciously, creating this beautiful dance between two people who are energetically in sync. Be honest, how you been ignoring these signals? 5. This test is criminally underutilized, but it's one of the fastest ways to engage authentic romantic interest. Not all smiles are created equal, and your brain actually knows the difference between a fake social smile and a genuine I'm attracted to you smile even if you've never consciously thought about it. A real attraction smile, what psychologists call a Duchenne smile, engages not just the mouth but the entire face, especially the eyes where you see those adorable crinkles forming at the corners. We call them crow's feet, but they're actually attraction feet in this context. When someone is genuinely happy to see you and attracted to you, their smile appears quickly, naturally, and lingers longer than a polite social smile would. But here's the game changer, a detail most people miss. Watch what happens to their smile when they first see you before they have time to compose themselves. That initial unguarded reaction is a pure truth. If their face literally lights up, their eyebrows lift slightly and they break into that genuine smile. That moment they spot you across the room, brother or sister, that person is into you. Compare this to how they smile at other people throughout the day, and you'll notice the difference immediately. An attraction smile is warmer, lasts longer, and is often accompanied by other positive body language, like leaning in, touching their face or hair, and that sparkle in their eyes that you just can't fake. A poor move. If you wanna test their interest, try catching their eye from across the room and see if they smile at you automatically versus giving you a neutral or forced expression. 6. Let's decode feeling and self-grooming behaviors, because these are some of the most obvious yet overlooked signs that someone is trying to look good for you. When attraction strikes, our vanity instincts kick into overdrive and we suddenly become hyper aware of our appearance in the presence of the person we're interested in. For women, this often manifests as playing with their hair, twirling it, tucking it behind their ear, running fingers through it, or that classic hair flip that's been working on humans since the dawn of time. These are nervous attacks. Their subconscious attempts to draw attention to themselves and appear more attractive. Men do this too, but differently. They'll adjust their tie, straighten their collar, run their hands through their hair, or sadly fix their clothing. Both genders will also engage in what's called presenting behavior, where they unconsciously adjust their posture to highlight their best features: chest out, shoulders back, stomach in. It's like their body is saying, "Look at me, I'm trying to be attractive for you." Another telltale sign is the clothing adjustment when they see you. Smoothing down their shirt, checking their reflection in a window or phone screen, or quickly fixing their appearance before approaching you. Here's the insider secret: people only do this preening behavior around people they wanna impress. You won't see them constantly adjusting their hair or clothes around people they're not attracted to or trying to impress. So if someone is perpetually primping when you're around, treating every interaction like a photo shoot and constantly making sure they look perfect in your presence, yeah, they're definitely feeling you real quick. If this is helping you, it helps someone you care about to share this with your bestie, your sibling, or that friend who always asks, does he, she like me? Be the MVP and spread the love. Now let's keep going. 7. We don't lie, and I'm about to blow your mind with this overlooked body language, a secret that FBI agents and professional interrogators use to detect truth and innocence. Why most people focus on faces and hands when reading body language. The feet are actually the most honest part of the body because we rarely think about controlling them consciously. Here's what you need to know about attraction and foot positioning. When someone is genuinely interested in you and enjoying your company, their feet will point directly toward you like a compass needles pointing north. This is true whether they're standing, sitting, or even in a group conversation where their upper body might be facing someone else, but their feet are locked onto you. This happens because our feet subconsciously orient toward whatever we're most interested in or where we want to go. It's a primitive survival mechanism that now works for romantic situations too. Watch what happens in a group setting. If someone's attracted to you, their feet will stay pointed at you even when they're temporarily talking to someone else, and they'll position their body to keep you in their line of sight. Even more telling is the foot bounce or happy feet phenomenon, where someone's foot taps, bounces, or moves rhythmically when they're excited or happy. And if this happens consistently when talking to you, specifically, that's their body literally dancing with joy in your presence. And conversely, if someone's feet are pointed toward the exit or away from you, even if their face is smiling and they're being polite, their true desire is to leave. Feet never lie because we're just not conditioned to control them the way we control our facial expressions. 8. The touch escalation ladder is your final masterclass in reading and creating attraction through physical contact. In the world of romantic, inner touch is the ultimate currency, and how someone progresses through different levels of touching tells you everything about their intentions and feelings. It starts with accidental touches that are really accidental at all. A hand brush when passing something, a brief touch on the arm during a laugh, standing close enough that shoulders touch. These are test touches to see how you respond and whether you're receptive to more. If you don't pull away or seem uncomfortable, attracted people will naturally escalate to more intentional touches. A hand on your shoulder during conversation, touching your back when walking through a door, playful arm punches or nudges that create that electric contact, the key indicator of attraction. They find reasons to touch you that other people don't. Notice if they're touchy-feely with everyone or just with you specifically. Real attraction touching is consistent, gradual, and always seeking your response. They'll also linger longer than necessary. A hand on your arm that stays a bit longer than needed. A hug that lasts just a bit more than a friendly hug should. Or finding reasons to stay in physical contact even when the initial reason for touching has passed. The ultimate sign when they start mirroring your touches back. If you touch the arm and they later touch yours, if you initiate a hug and they pull you closer, that's mutual attraction, creating a physical dialogue that's screaming, I want more closeness with you. Understanding this touch ladder helps you navigate the progression from friendly to flirty to romantic without ever having to guess where you stand. Congrats on finishing. You're now head of 99% of people who don't understand attraction. Use this wisely, stay confident, and keep those moments sweet and beautiful. Take care and see you next time.